Well, hello, you prehistoric creatures. It's me. I just wanted to sit and have a talk with you guys. I've been seeing this trend going on. And in my opinion, it's mostly targeted to females. But it's this whole expose thing going on of just, I guess, society feeling the need to expose people and what they do, and that nothing is as it seems, as though we didn't already know that. It's mind-boggling to me, but anyway, that's kind of what's happening right now, is a lot of people are just being called out for miscellaneous things. But I think it's important to focus on something while this is kind of going on, and also bring to light some positive aspects of people that I think we forget about and we ignore so much, to the point that we feel the need to put on a fake facade to feel accepted by a society that is ultimately within itself money hungry and fake. So why people want to be accepted into that, in my opinion, is beyond me. I just feel like society, people, everyone, not just one generation or the other generation, humans as a whole have stopped seeing the unseen in people. The hard work, the dedication, the loving, the caring, the gratitude, the forgivingness, everything. Their intuition, their creativity, how their consciousness works. We don't pay attention to that anymore. As individuals, as a whole society, we're literally paying attention to the things money can buy, the possessions, the clothes we wear, all of that type of stuff. Because we've gone through this stage of completely dismissing basically our intuition, it's caused a very bad side of ourselves to come forward. A lot of people just want to focus on their ego or weird things, but honestly, I want to focus on something, on a man, the Peter Pan man, all right? I want to focus on the Peter Pan who lives inside of each and every one of us females. And who is Peter Pan? Who is that man? Basically, it's the guy that steps in every time your intuition or feminine intuition kicks in. Every time you get a new idea or spark a new creative interest, this voice just comes in and either completely tells you something different, or what he loves to do is throw a billion distractions at you to completely make it to where you cannot even reach your goal, find your focus, get clarity, none of that. And by the time you're almost thinking you're gonna reach it, something comes in, right? So how else does this Peter Pan man work? Peter Pan is basically the part inside of us that refuses to grow up and refuses to see reality, right? Peter Pan is the one who values the visions of others as opposed to bringing our visions to light. He likes to focus on all of the beautiful qualities in other people, and they don't even take the time to focus on themselves. They want to see the accomplishments. They want to acknowledge everything in everybody else, and they don't even acknowledge it in themselves. You know? We don't even acknowledge it in ourselves. So what happens? We lose the unique individualness, like literally our person. We lose our person because we are so fixated on fitting in, on becoming what we see, because we haven't taken the time to see within ourselves, right? So you think about it this way, right? I wake up and Peter Pan wakes up before me, so I don't even have a time to tell myself hello. And I literally don't even have time to tell myself hello. So Peter Pan wakes up, and say I want to go to the mall, or say it's even something as simple as I have an Instagram and I just want to scroll through Instagram. So what am I focused on? Everything Peter Pan whispers inside of my ear. Everything. And then I want to become what I see, because Peter Pan is like, yo, why can't you do that? Why can they do it but you can't? You really can. So then I start freaking out, right? I'm like, you know what? Forget this. I gotta go. I need to go listen to somebody speak. I need to go to a new lecture. I need to go get a new book. I need to awaken within myself what everybody else already has, right? So then I run and I go and I search for all of these answers, even though literally all I have to do is accept, acknowledge, and come to truth with what's inside of me, what I'm destined to do, not destined to see what everybody else is doing and then want to do that. So what happens? I go to these lectures, I get my brain filled with all of this knowledge that I may or may not apply. I'll always remember it, but am I going to apply it to my life? I don't know. And then I come home and I'm so drained, exhausted. I'm emotionally exhausted, physically, emotionally, spiritually, everything. And I probably tell myself a couple negative comments. I don't mindfully eat and then go to sleep. I do some weird little habit, and then you wake up and you do it all over again. And you realize, yo, when was the last time I had control over my life and Peter Pan didn't? And then you wonder why it's so hard to follow through with everything. And it's literally because of a simple mindset. It's you, me, society, pushing our intuition to the back. What we were literally here to do, not what we want to do, not what the society wants us to do or our parents want us to do, what we were actually destined to do. And some of us don't know what we are destined to do, and it's because we're not taking the time, the effort, the steps. We're not changing our circumstances. We're just staying in the same old place, watching everybody else do other things. And then when we see people flourish or who are happy or whatever, and deep down, who's happy? We don't know. But still, regardless, we find an excuse to tear people down, to expose them, to shed light on negative things. And I get it. Sometimes you have to. You got to shine light on negative things to bring positive change. But why don't we, it's not ignoring the things that are going on, right? It's not ignoring the fact that people are photoshopping, that people are manipulating and completely just being unreal. Why don't we focus on building up the intuition we lost, as opposed to tearing down something that's obviously broken? They're obviously not thinking consciously, intuitively, because they're not even being real with themselves before they can be real to the public. So no wonder we're so confused that society is so messed up. Kind of each and every one of us are messed up. Nobody's taking the time to heal themselves. Nobody's even teaching themselves how to heal themselves. It's just so sad. And I'm telling you, the Peter Pan side of us is running the streets. It's this masculine part of us females. And I can make a whole video, promise, that's long. I don't want this to be too long. A whole video on the masculine side of females and basically just how and what happens, and just really, it's really interesting. It's very, very interesting. But I don't know, I have just this weird feeling in me that's like, what can we do to collectively fix each other? I mean, everybody's out here on this self-care, self-help journey, but it is getting us nowhere. I mean, some, yeah, but I think we're just looking in the wrong places. We're listening to the voice that is hurting as opposed to helping. So shedding light and exposing people on a public platform that's bigger than their even own following, that's hurting way more than it's uplifting any female out there. I mean, to feel uncomfortable in your own skin to the point where you have to edit it, that's harsh enough. But then to then have your flaws, your insecurities, your secrets just completely bombarded and exposed as though to everybody else it's nothing. It's a joke. It's a laugh. Like, oh my God, you are actually ugly as hell. where as humans, where are we going with this? Like, what's next? And I know it's like I said, it's shedding light on some weird stuff that's going on out there. But why are we pretending that we didn't know? And it's very, very hard for a female, especially, and males, but for a female to be her unique, intuitive self in a society that is already so confused. It's so easy to follow. It is. Look at Instagram. Even people who don't Photoshop. Everybody wants to look like Kim Kardashian or the next girl on the block. Like, you know? So I want to read this quote real quick. When society is not nourished by a sense of deeper self inside each individual, it can easily be taken over. Oppressive mass behavior systems appear that lead to barrenness and spiritual sterility. Look at our society. We've literally become one single-minded entity. We all want to just be the same. And I know that's a broad saying, because there's a bunch of people out here living their unique life and carrying forth just that being themselves, following their instinct. But for the most part, we're not like that. And what is literally happening? Oppressive mass belief systems are coming into play. There's still so much separation, it's disgusting. Yet we're all thinking the same. Isn't it weird? It's like an oxymoron. You need to have a connection that is subjective and unique to the specific self. You need, as a woman, as a female, as a growing young person who, again, is impressionable and who is absorbing the universe and its energies like a sponge. You need to surround yourself with women who are already stern and set on their values. As simple as that. That is you being a flower ready to be nourished and sprinkled with a fresh spring rain. Do not surround yourself with people who are weird, who don't uplift you, who do not teach you, who are exposing as opposed to uplifting, who are just literally focusing on what everybody else has, whether it be negative, positive. They're just focusing on the aspects of other people, and they don't even go home and take the time to look at the aspects of themselves. Take time to just sit, be quiet, listen to your intuition, and if it's not there, if you don't hear anything, if you don't have that voice inside of you, you just have to make that connection with yourself again. You're not going anywhere. Society is. The trends do. That's what's so silly. Don't be a trend. Stick to your core values. Follow your intuition. If you have a vision, you write out the steps. You do what it takes to get there. But I promise you, Peter Pan isn't going to get you there. The people you compare yourself to are not going to get you there. The price of tea in China is not going to get you there. It's going to take you sitting, listening, and understanding that you are a unique person. You do not need to change the way you look, for heaven's sake. You are beautiful, you are smart, you are wise, and you know, if you don't know where you're going, you know what your desires and your wants are. You know especially what your needs are. So fulfill them. Fulfill your happiness, your health, and everything will fall into place. But I just wanted to get that off my chest. That Peter Pan man, you just need to have him sit down for a little bit. You will thank yourself, I promise. But yeah, just be careful. All right? If you're someone who feels the need to Photoshop or edit or filter yourself in any sort of light, just take a break. Self-acceptance, slowly. Patience, literally. It won't happen overnight. We're living in a society where instant gratification, Instagram, instant gratification, these people are smart, they know how to work us. Learn how the system operates and then just play it. It's the game of life, literally. You win or you lose, but it's literally on you. So let's not be losers who literally sit here and look at other people and talk crap and want to just show why they shouldn't be happy, shouldn't be smiling, and shouldn't be confident, and should just, yeah. Let's instead maybe lift each other up so we're okay showing our vulnerable self. We're okay being human, being a nice human. We don't have to conform to being mean and just looking for the next ounce of drama or the next freaking thing to put on an exhibition. Exhibit. Anyway, I hope you have a splendid day. Peace and blessings.